the jealous queen who disfigured her daughter's beauty for revenge. This tale is rooted in ancient legend, whispers from crumbling scrolls, and stories traded in the dark corridors of power. Whether entirely true or cleverly twisted by time, it captures the ruthless essence of a queen who would do anything, even to her own daughter, to preserve her grip on power. In the regal courts of Epirus, around 375 BCE, there once lived a queen whose love was as fierce as her wrath, and whose vengeance left scars far deeper than any blade. Olympias, born around 375 BCE, was no ordinary woman. A Molossian princess of Epirus, she claimed descent from Achilles himself. But myth alone did not crown her queen. She married King Philip II of Macedon, a man as ruthless in war as he was in love. One of many wives, Olympias burned with jealousy and rage, not only toward Philip's countless concubines, but toward the royal court that whispered she was too foreign, too wild, too mystical. She was rumored to sleep with snakes, practice ancient rites to Dionysus, and speak in riddles, but her greatest obsession was her son, Alexander. Olympias believed Alexander was destined for divinity, born of Zeus and not Philip. She shaped him like a sculptor, hardening his mind, feeding him prophecy, promising him the world. But Olympias had a second child, often forgotten, her daughter Cleopatra, born around 357 BCE. Cleopatra was the opposite of Alexander, gentle, radiant, and naive. The court adored her. Even Philip seemed to admire her delicate beauty more than Olympias's stormy fire, and that would be his mistake. When Alexander was just 19, Philip took a new wife, Cleopatra Eurydice, a younger Macedonian noblewoman. This enraged Olympias. Not only had she been replaced, but the new queen bore the same name as her daughter. As Philip celebrated his wedding with parades and speeches, Olympias seethed. Just 1 year later, Philip was assassinated, stabbed during a public festival in 336 BCE. Many whispered that Olympias had arranged it, and soon after, she ordered Cleopatra Eurydice and her infant daughter burned alive, or in some tales, forced Eurydice to hang herself with her child still clinging to her. Alexander ascended the throne, but Olympias, though now the queen mother, would never be content with a throne not entirely hers. As Alexander journeyed east to conquer Persia, Olympias remained in Macedonia, ruling by proxy. Her daughter Cleopatra was now of marriageable age, her beauty known across kingdoms. Ambassadors came from Thrace, Illyria, and even from Egypt seeking her hand. But Olympias refused. She would not let her daughter be adored, desired, or become powerful. One night, according to a chilling legend passed down in whispers, Cleopatra dared to question her mother. She confessed she wanted to marry a Thracian prince, one who had admired her since childhood. Olympias exploded. "You think beauty is your weapon," she hissed. "Beauty is a curse. It invites hunger, betrayal, and blood." In a fit of rage, perhaps madness, Olympias summoned her most loyal female servants. What happened next would never be officially recorded, but generations would speak of it with horror. They held Cleopatra down, they took a dagger, and they slashed her face, just enough to ruin the symmetry, to scar the flawless skin Olympias believed had betrayed her legacy. Some say Cleopatra screamed for hours, others say she never spoke again. Olympias then sent her daughter to a remote monastery under guard, claiming she had taken a vow of chastity. To the world, she vanished. To Olympias, she had been erased. Years later, when Alexander died in 323 BCE, Olympias returned to seize power outright. She had rival claimants executed, some say hundreds. Her reign was short, but savage. In 316 BCE, she was captured by her enemies and offered one chance to live. Beg for mercy. She refused. Olympias died as she lived, defiant, feared, and unforgiven. But in the north, in the hills of Epirus, Old women still speak of the scarred girl who once sang like a nightingale and disappeared into silence.